All right, this video here is being made in response to video that I had seen when I initially popped up TikTok. This video popped up and it was a Bible that was on a fence post open to Revelation 14/15. Everybody's been seeing this. It's starting to go crazy. I reposted it, so go check that out if you haven't seen it. And we're going to read Revelation 14 here. Now, I've got the King James Version, and I also have the Living Translation version of the Bible sitting here with me. That's my great-grandmother's Bible, and then I have the King James, like I said. So I got them both sitting here. And Revelation 14 says, "Then I saw a Lamb standing on Mount Zion in Jerusalem, and with him were 144,000 who had his name and his father's name written on their foreheads. And I heard a sound from heaven like the roaring of a great waterfall or the rolling of mighty thunder. It was the singing of a choir accompanied by harps. And they sung as it were a new song before the throne and before the four beasts and the elders. And no man could learn that song but the 144,000 which were redeemed for the earth." Only the 144,000 knew this song. "These are they which were not defiled with women, but they are virgins. These are they which follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth. These were redeemed from young men, being the first fruits unto God and to the Lamb." 144,000. No falsehood can be charged against them. They are blameless. "And I saw another angel flying through the heavens, carrying the everlasting good news to preach those on earth, to every nation, tribe, language, and people." Another angel flying through the heavens, carrying the everlasting good news. "Fear God," he shouted, "and extol his greatness. For the time has come when he will sit as judge. Worship him who made the heaven and the earth, the sea, and all its sources." Then another angel followed him through the sky, saying, "Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she seduced the nations of the world and made them share the wine of her intense impurity and sin." And the third angel, now we're on the third angel, followed them, saying with a loud voice, "If any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone to the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb." "The smoke of their torture rises forever and ever, and they will have no relief day or night, for they have worshipped the creature and his statue, and have been tattooed with the code of his name." Let this encourage God's people to endure patiently every trial and persecution, for they are his saints who remain firm to the end in obedience to his commands and trust in Jesus. The faith of Jesus. "And I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, Write, Blessed are the dead which die in the Lord from henceforth. Yea, saith the Spirit, that they may rest from their labors, and their works do follow them. And I looked, and behold, a white cloud, and upon the cloud one set like unto the Son of Man, having on his head a golden crown. and in his hand a sharp sickle. Looked like Jesus. He looked like Jesus, who was called the Son of Man, with the crown of solid gold upon his head and a sharp sickle in his hand. Then an angel came from the temple and called out to him, "Begin to use the sickle, for the time has come for you to reap. The harvest is ripe on the earth." So the one sitting on the cloud swung his sickle over the earth, and the harvest was gathered in. After that, another angel came from the temple in heaven, and he also had a sharp sickle. Just then the angel who has power to destroy the world with fire shouted to the angel with the sickle, "Use your sickle now to cut off the clusters of grapes from the vines of the earth, for they are fully ripe for judgment." So the angel swung his sickle on the earth and loaded the grapes into the great winepress of God's wrath. And the grapes were trodden in the winepress outside the city, and blood flowed out in a stream 200 miles long and as high as a horse's bridle. That was Revelation 14. I think what this is telling us is most definitely we are at the end of times. The people who are being called to heaven are being called. We see that because I'm sure that you're watching this video and you're up to this part. You can relate that there's a lot of people that have been passing away, and especially with the hurricane Helene and then Milton, a lot of people have lost their lives. A lot of people are still losing their lives. A lot of people stranded. A lot of people just in general, these past 4 years especially, a lot of young people have been passing. A lot of old people, a lot of people unexpected, a lot of people you never thought would pass away. And even those who are dying to their self, dying to their sin. We see a lot of celebrities, musicians, they're coming to Jesus. They're having to come to Jesus moment. We don't know when the time's going to be, but we have to be right. We have to keep our light trimmed. Because when the time comes, there's no going back to say, I wish I would have done something different. The time of judgment is near. God bless y'all. Have a great day.